I'm Chaplain David Ziegler from New Orleans, Louisiana, via Slidell Word of Faith Days. I congratulate my one and only youth pastor and his wife Ina for 50 years of ministry. I say youth pastor because not only did you spiritually guide me as a youth, but you have continued to remain youthful, meaning refreshed and teachable even until now. Your love for physical exercise and movement in the Spirit will always keep you on the cutting edge of what God is doing here and abroad. Personally, Pastor Dave, you have been a spiritual father to me from when I was the ring bearer in your wedding, along with my sister Julie as the flower girl. To you, you have shown us how to love God's Word as a true fivefold ministry teacher and great encourager. You have shown me the art of delegation. When I moved to North Carolina in the early 90s and helped start a campus ministry outreach at UNCG, I implemented what I learned from you in youth ministry. I also outlined this form of ministry, which I learned from you, and presented it to a professor at the School of Divinity at Regent University in Virginia Beach, Virginia, where I was in seminary. And I did this as a means of how I would form a youth ministry. He, in turn, hired me immediately to work for him. Lastly, back in the mid-90s, I'll never forget your ministry call to North Carolina. I and John Bordelon met with you and your family in Fayetteville, North Carolina, while John and I were both living in the Greensboro area at that time. We gathered for a day of ministry one Sunday. On that day, between services, you went with another minister to the Cary area. You then returned back to Fayetteville that evening to preach again with your eyes both wide open. You had received a message that you were to move to North Carolina. Well, the rest is history, and now you both live in God's country and are doing a great work. So many other endearing stories run through my mind. Wow. You and Ina have spoken and taught such great things into my life and were there for me as spiritual parents. I love you and look forward to hearing of greater things He has coming to you both personally as well as to your family and ministry.